Hi, students. Dr. Cohen here. Welcome to Death and Dying. I wanted to just go over a couple of things about the course. I guess the first thing that I want to say is it moves fast. It's 10 weeks instead of 15, so we're going to be moving through all of the work of the semester in a 2/3 of the time. The other thing I want to let you know is that please do read through all the course materials that are available. But I just wanted to explain this course is basically broken into two parts. One part is the readings, which are primarily the textbook, which you will need to have. You can have a copy, an e-copy, a hard copy, a used copy, as long as it's the 9th edition. But you'll need that to complete the course. The first week of the course, you're going to be reading a PDF file that is available on Folio. So you have that first week, but then you will absolutely need the book in order to complete the course. Okay, so it's broken into two parts. The first part is about the readings. So each week you will read 2 chapters out of the textbook. You will then go into the discussion tab and you will generate 2 questions, one from each of the chapters that we read, and you will put it up in the discussion. One of the things to remember is that once the discussion closes, it cannot be reopened. That's a feature of Folio, not my favorite thing. So make sure that you get your questions in on time, because the only way that you can see other students' questions is for you to post your questions. So you'll post your questions in the discussion area. Just a quick aside, the first week you'll generate 2 questions as well, but they will come from that one reading. So you generate questions, you'll put them up in the discussion based on the deadline. Deadlines in my class, you can use the schedule. Everything's due at 11 p.m. So then you will go and look at other students in your group, and I think there may be 3 groups for this class, so you don't see everybody's questions. You just see the questions for the students that are in your group. You will select 2 questions. It can be from different students, it can be from the same students, but you're going to select 2 questions, one from each of the 2 chapters, and then you're going to generate answers to those questions that you will then put up in the assignment tab by the due date and time. So that's part of the class. And for that, there are a total of 8 readings. So you will read 8 times, usually 2 chapters, and you will generate 2 questions for each of the readings. And then you will also generate 8 times you will do these answers, but you'll be answering 2 questions. There's some pretty detailed requirements for the both the questions that you construct and the answers, so pay careful attention to those. There are grading rubrics for everything that you have this semester, so pay attention to the rubrics. The second half of the class is this death system project. I should say the other major assignment for the class is this death system project. It has multiple components to it that you will work on throughout the semester, starting with coming up with a topic area, and then you will draft a paper, you'll review another student's paper, you will submit your final paper, and along with that, a series of questions that you will use for an interview. And then you will do an interview and write a paper on that interview. So what my strong recommendation is that you select somebody for the interview at the beginning of the semester, because you do not want to be down the road with having finished your paper and then you're looking for someone and you can't find anyone to interview. You're welcome to interview friends or family members, but really be thinking up front about who you would want to interview, so that you're preparing that as you're thinking about what's my focus area going to be for my paper and coming up with the questions. So those are the 2 major tasks for the semester: reading, questions, answers, and the death system project. Like I said, there are rubrics, there are additional details, but I just wanted to say that. Also, I don't have any specific office hours over the summer, but I am absolutely available for you. So if you would like to meet with me over the phone or by Zoom, just send me an email. with a couple of suggestions as to when you would like to meet, and I will email you back and we'll set something up. My preference is to meet over Zoom, and that's primarily because sometimes I want to show you things like a rubric or a description or how to find something, and I can't do that in a phone call. So my preference would be to do Zoom. If you do Zoom and you do it over your phone, it's not going to be so great for me showing you things. So if you could do it on a tablet or on a computer, that would be most helpful, just so that I can show you where things are. But if you can't do that, a phone call will be okay as well. So please know that I'm here. I welcome you all. I also wanted to say that death and dying is a challenging topic. And I usually recommend that you find someone in your life that can be your support person during the course, so that if difficult things come up, you have someone to talk to about that. Um, I strongly recommend you find that person now, that you don't wait until something difficult comes up. You let that person know that they're going to be your support person for the semester. And that way, when something difficult comes up in the class, you've already opened that door so that you can just call the person and say, hey, remember I said I was going to call if I was having a hard time? Well, I'm having a hard time. This is not therapy. This is not your time of healing from major loss. This is an academic course. We study the experiences of death, dying, bereavement, and the systems, the social systems that are in place to support all three of those things in our society. So it's not a place of healing. And I know sometimes people take the course having had major loss. I just caution you about that, particularly if the loss is fairly recent. You're always welcome to take the class, but you're probably going to need some support as you go along. So please know I am here for you. Shoot me an email if you want to talk. And welcome to Death and Dying.